want you now to imagine a wearable robot that gives you superhuman abilities. Or another one that takes wheelchair users up, standing, and walking again. We at Berkeley Bionics call these robots exoskeletons. These are nothing else than something that you put on in the morning, and it will give you extra strength. It will further enhance your speed, and it will help you, for instance, to manage your balance. It is actually the true integration of the man and the machine. But not only that, it will integrate and network you to the universe and other devices out there. This is just not some blue sky thinking. To show you now what we are working on by starting out talking about the American soldier that on average does carry about 100 pounds on their backs. And they are being asked to carry more equipment. Obviously, this is resulting in some major complications, back injuries, 30% of them, chronic back injuries. So we thought we would look at this challenge and create an exoskeleton that would help deal with this issue. So let me now introduce to you Hulk, or the Human Universal Load Carrier.
With the Hulk exoskeleton, I can carry 200 pounds over varied terrain for many hours. Its flexible design allows for deep squats, crawls, and high agility movements. It senses what I want to do, where I want to go, and then augments my strength and endurance.
We are ready with our industry partner to introduce this device, this new exoskeleton this year. So it is for real. Now, let's turn our heads towards the wheelchair users, something that I am particularly passionate about. There are 68 million people estimated to be in wheelchairs worldwide. This is about 1% of the total population, and that's actually a conservative estimate. We are talking here about oftentimes very young individuals with spinal cord injuries that in the prime of their life, 20s, 30s, 40s, hit a wall. And the wheelchair is the only option. But it's also the aging population that is multiplying in numbers. And the only option, pretty much, whether it's stroke or other complications, is the wheelchair. And that is actually for the last 500 years, since it's a very successful introduction, I must say. So we thought we would start writing a brand new chapter of mobility. Let me now introduce you to EYTHOR, that is worn by Amanda Boxtel, that 19 years ago was spinal cord injured, and as a result of that, she has not been able to walk for 19 years until now.
Thank you.
Amanda is wearing our EYTHOR, like I said. It has sensors. It's completely non-invasive. Sensors in the crutches that send signals back to an onboard computer that is sitting here at her back. There are battery packs here as well that power motors that are sitting at her hips, as well as her knee joints that move her forward in this kind of smooth and very natural gait.
I was 24 years old and at the top of my game when a freak somersault while downhill skiing paralyzed me. In a split second, I lost all sensation and movement below my pelvis. Not long afterwards, a doctor strode into my hospital room and he said, "Amanda, you'll never walk again." And that was 19 years ago. He robbed every ounce of hope from my being. Adaptive technology has since enabled me to learn how to downhill ski again, to rock climb and even hand cycle, but nothing has been invented that enables me to walk until now.
As you can see, we have the technology, we have the platforms to sit down and have discussions with you. It's in our hands, and we have all the potential here to change the life of future generations, not only for the soldiers or for Amanda here and other wheelchair users, but for everyone.
Thank you.
It all started in Kenya with a cup of coffee. It wasn't really coffee, it was coffee-flavoured water. We are self-confessed coffee snobs. So the key to good coffee is not burning the beans, and we really love our food.
Do you want to put some flour in?
Whilst we were in Kenya, we thought, well, food is generally pretty good. But we did find a lot of the time that more and more people were shifting towards a diet that was really not very healthy.
A diet high in fat, salts and sugar all has the impact of leading towards diseases such as diabetes, and with that you can get problems with your eyes.
There are 39 million people in the world who are blind. Most of them tend to live out of accessible traditional eye equipment and eye doctors. We thought there must be a way of harnessing the connectivity of mobile phones and eye care, and that's when we developed Peak. We use 3D printed adapters which clip onto the smartphone, turning it into not just a standard camera but a camera that can see inside the eye, and that image can be shared with anyone anywhere in the world to provide a diagnosis and plan for treatment. When we started in Kenya, we didn't feel like we could diagnose somebody and then not do something about it. When our funds ran out, we came back to the UK and we did a sponsored blindfolded 10-kilometre run, which I nearly lost a kidney in thanks to my guide.
When I was leading him towards the end, there was all these cars parked. I thought I pulled him over.
Next thing I know, bang, straight into my kidney. And what was that? She said it was a car. We managed to raise a good amount, but we didn't have a way to cover this treatment in the long term. So we tried to find a way of the community funding its own treatment. And with my passion for anything eye-related and Madeline's shared passion for baking and healthcare, I thought there could be a way of connecting the two. So Madeline and I were drinking a cup of coffee, and that's where the idea of the bakery came.
So initially we thought, okay, baking's a great thing, it's something you enjoy anyway.
And people have been going on about Madeline's baking, you know, you could sell this. And we thought, well, why don't we? It could be a way of creating employment, of paying and subsidising for eye care. And if we're going to do it, let's make a really healthy bakery that has an impact on the community. And so we set up the Ujima Bakery, which means the community bakery. There are lots of challenges ahead. It's a new business and there are particular skills in baking that need to be managed. We're very fortunate to have Ben, who's going to be going over and training, and then we have Redemptor, who's the ultimate connector and organiser, who between them can really make this work.
Progress is going on fine other than the challenges with the renovations, but we're surely getting there.
Well, we're here to support you as much as you need, but you're in charge now, so between you and the guys you can make this happen.
Thank you so much, and speak to you soon.
For Madeline and I, it's never been us and them, it's always been us, the wider community that we're part of. So it was an idea that was inspired by them and an idea that will be led by them.
That was good.
Thank you.